Coming to you after a fantastic rugby practice and gym workout. It's Webbermas Nerd Out time! Happy Nerd Out time, you guys, and happy today. So, as you saw on the menu, if you saw it, we're talking more about vitamin D today, people. We'll be talking about it all week. So don't you go anywhere for the next 4 minutes or so. So where we left off yesterday in our discussion on vitamin D was at the level of vitamin D becoming a heterodimer, right? So it became a heterodimer after the vitamin D receptor, which was bound to free active vitamin D, had bound that retinoid X receptor, right? So let's kind of talk about what those mean, because we don't use big words without explaining them, right? So when we say retinoid X receptor, that's really just a nuclear receptor in the superfamily of steroid hormone receptors, okay? So nuclear receptor, it's in the nucleus, right? Well, that makes sense because it's affecting gene regulation, right? Gene expression, right? So we need that transcription first of our codons in the on the DNA strand. Look, we got a friend here. There he is. In the nucleus. You're very distracting. But then let's talk about what heterodimer is, right? So hetero is different, and a dimer is just two, right? So two different molecules, and in this case, all right, and in this case, two proteins that are bound together to form that heterodimer, right? And so that's kind of where we left off, is with those co-activators and co-repressors that would then bind to this heterodimer and affect gene expression, right? So now let's talk about a few things that could happen with gene expression, a few byproducts. Well, it could promote cell proliferation, right? So more cell differentiation, maybe into different types, right, of cells. And it could also promote, you guessed it, protein synthesis and secretion. Well, because of course, I mean, you know, because you have to produce your messenger RNA first after transcription, right? Central dogma of biology, the information becoming messenger RNA, then outside the nucleus, going through the rough ER, the ribosomes of the rough ER, that is, to be translated into proteins and fulfill some functions, right? So it's no surprise that protein synthesis and secretion. Take it easy. Hey, Beethoven, that's enough. Hey. So it's no surprise that protein, sorry. Hey, take it easy. Come here. You hold on one second. Get out of here. Come on. Hey, Beethoven, come here. Come on. Come on. You guys go outside. Go. And we're back. Sorry for the little delay. We don't want to have a fight on camera here. These two are crazy. It's all out of love and jealousy, I assure you. So, those are a few things that can happen as a result of gene expression in our vitamin D pathway, right? So, where there are a few different factors that will determine what happens exactly. And one major one being the location of that cell in the body, right? Because, you know, same genetic code all over all our different cells in the body, and just different genes or alleles, forms of a gene, right, are expressed, different things turned on and off depending where it is in the body. Obviously, we need different functions all over the place, right? So cell location is one huge one, and we'll talk about some organs at the end that would make a difference. That could be some different locations. Aside from that, the amount of VDRs, the amount of vitamin D receptors in that cell, is another determinant. And the affinity of free active, unbound vitamin D to bind these vitamin D receptors. So those are three major factors, right, that will determine what this cell does with the vitamin D, right? So now let's talk about a few locations. Now excuse me, the conventional one that we always hear of, in the skin, right? Vitamin D, skin, UV rays, right? We're going to devote like a whole day at least to the skin and vitamin D. All right, but let's talk about some different ones today. The parathyroid gland, for one, the intestines, right? Your kidneys, and your bones. So what we're going to talk about tomorrow is each of those organs, what happens with vitamin D there, what they decide to do, and why, people. So that's your quick little message of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. J-Mo, get off my feet so I can get up. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Happy When Wellness. Happy today. Nuke, what up? What up, Mel? Kay's Angel, how you doing? MV Dillard. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy When Wellness. Have a good one.